Welcome to the Vexxed Uncensored podcast hosted by me, Saint, and Mo Vader. You'll be listening to us dive into taboo topics, celebrity news, discussing what's got us so vexed this week. Listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor, wherever you listen to your favourite podcast. Now let's get into the show.
Vexxed Uncensored presents Saint Remastered. The album features 11 Dolby restored tracks, written from 2011 to 2021 by Saint. It boasts an R&B pop sound with multi-octave vocals. Listen everywhere now.
Welcome to Vexxed Uncensored with me, Saint.
And me, Mo Vader.
And we are back for another episode. We've got one more episode after this before we go to our season break.
Yeah, I'm looking for... Do you know what? I'm kind of not looking forward to the break.
But is it a month, so...
A month of no Vexxed.
It's going to be fun, though, coming back to it.
I know.
After and stuff.
Could do like a super show.
We do have like a special, don't we? Separate that we'll announce probably next episode.
But I don't think... That's not going to be so much hot topics and Vex segments.
Nah, something completely different, innit?
Completely different. A bit of a, what do you call it? Origin story.
Yeah, industry inside the origin story, for sure.
Oh, I just wanted to start off by saying fuck Marie.
Yes, again, fuck Marie.
Yeah, indiscriminately, of course. Respectfully too.
As respectfully as possible.
Yeah.
You know.
Put some phlegm on it before you slide in.
We are just
nasty bitch.
Oh man. Okay. I know. One of them once, mate. She'll get hers.
She won't.
Oh, she won't actually.
She won't.
No.
Ignorance is bliss.
Eventually
she won't. She won't. She'll be ignorant to her karma. She'll literally be like, why?
Until she does it to the wrong one.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can get slapped.
Anybody can get it.
Anyone can get it. Yeah, but how are you? Other than that,
fucking hell, that's a tough question.
Exhausted.
You know when you get a question and you're like, I am literally my situations right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm stumped. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
I'm not hungry.
Yeah,
I know I might be slightly fatigued, but I'm always fatigued.
Right, you're
It's,
used to that.
Yeah, constant state of survival. Constant. I'm telling you, I'm living on the margins.
Oh, don't.
But to be fair with you, I guess I'm all right. I'm good. I can't complain.
Yeah, things change, don't they?
Yeah,
they're usually all right in the end.
I got my little two cents of health.
Yeah,
can rub them 2 coins together and be hopeful.
Yeah, innit? Cling to your health if nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Got quite a few hot topics.
We got some hot topics over here, man. So I'm gonna go fishing in the cookie jar. I got one out. Right. US judge rules Walmart, CVS, and Walgreens to pay $650 million in opioid damage. Okay. Now I'm gonna start off by saying, who does this opioid compensation go to, and how does it make sense to give, I'm assuming, people who were sold opioids, like, by the boatload, because there was that craze in the 90s and 2000s where you bump your toe, they're giving you opioids. They're giving you...
Right.
Yeah, like...
strong ones too.
Yeah, and they're highly addictive, which means the addiction rate amongst the people that may be eligible for compensation, isn't that money just going to go towards more opioids for them?
If they're addicted, for sure. Like, why would they stop? You need rehab.
Yeah.
So it says that it seems the Walmart, CVS, and Walgreens will be dishing out big bucks regarding the opioid epidemic. I'm thinking, right, before we even continue, is because Walmart, CVS, and so on, they're fast commercialized supermarkets. So they're selling them like Skittles.
Yeah, but they still need a doctor's prescription.
That's so easy to get. get really really bad, like go on Craigslist and find a therapist with like the worst reviews, they can still prescribe you medicine. Don't matter if they're good or not.
So why are they attacking the merchants? Why are they attacking the merchants when all of this is? It all starts from the rot starts in the head, right? It works its way down.
Yeah, it says U.S. District Judge Dan Aaron Polster ruled that over the next 15 years, approximately $300 million must be paid to Lake County and roughly $344 million must be paid to Trumbull County. All three companies were liable for their hand in the country's opioid epidemic last November. So they are being blamed for having that shark, evil corporation mentality when it comes to this. It's still a product. Drug is still a product. You know what I mean?
I'm still of the opinion that it's misplaced. Go for the health and governing bodies. Go for the doctors that were in the pockets of. Okay, I get it. I get it now. They
have to pay the county. The county most likely have to recompensate the people. Then.
No, the people ain't getting a penny. It's gonna go into the county's pockets. And a small portion will go towards rehab services.
So what the fuck is the point?
It's just to point blame and say, oh, look, social justice. ECG ratings.
So it's just going back to government. The money's just going back to government. That's just dumb as fuck. Do you see how these people, like, they try and make out like they're taking a stand for people and taking a ruling in court, it's just changing money, exchanging hands for an excuse. Like,
they're not. The compensation is literally...
Probably because they can't tax these motherfuckers. They're just like, hey, all right, we'll do it this way.
Yeah, they find them regularly, and that's that sorted. They're waiting for the next debacle.
Yeah, man, it is an epidemic, man.
Yeah,
people just walking around on them. So
yeah, they're good though. Oh, they are good. California dreaming,
floating every day.
What was that song? Puff the Magic Dragon, live by the sea.
Do you know this? No, I remember the song, but I don't know the lyrics. I think it's actually before our time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Isn't it? Yeah. Is it Magic Roundabout or something? I can't remember. Stuff like that.
Nah, I remember Magic Roundabout. That was a kids TV show. UK kids TV show. It might have been shown. I
think it got redone because I think it was on when my parents were like kids as well. Magic Roundabout. Mm-hmm. And there's some school bus, like stuff like that has been redone like quite a few times since the 60s. Okay. Which I didn't know.
Nah, I catch it every now and again.
Nothing new under the sun.
Nothing.
Right, next topic. Gonna get dark for a second here.
Okay.
R. Kelly jurors are to be shown videos of him having sex with minors.
Well,
hate to be them.
Yeah, they're bored of his peers, aren't they?
His 14-year-old goddaughter says disgraced. Let me say that again. Disgraced R&B singer R. Kelly videotaped himself having sex with multiple children, including viral footage where he repeatedly referred to his goddaughter's 14-year-old anatomy. Prosecutors alleged Wednesday in opening statements that his federal trial will be in Chicago. Jurors were expected to see parts of 3 videotapes explicitly depicting Kelly having sexual contact with his goddaughter, who will not be named. Everyone actually knows who she is already. Assistant U.S. Attorney Jason Julian told the court the defendant Robert Kelly had sex with multiple children. He made videotapes of him doing so, and the jurors must watch in order to, I guess, absorb the information and make a ruling. Rough.
Yeah, that's the U.S. legal system is crazy.
It's nuts, man.
For them to openly say like, yeah, we're going to show them the tapes.
Yeah.
So there's 12 people that are going to go into society.
About to be traumatized for life.
Yeah.
Like
you know what? Statistically speaking, there's a pedo on that board of jury.
Right, yeah. Because it has to be, in it. I don't know what the statistics are, but it's probably like 1 out of 10. There's just too many of them. That's all I know.
Oh, that's vile.
I know. It's like in Facebook, if you work for Facebook and stuff, companies like that, they have the review teams. They have to go over everything that's uploaded and remove stuff. So they have to see suicides, they have to see hangings, they have to see murders, they have to see rapes, they have to see child porn, everything. I don't know how much they're being paid. Never work. Like, the money is not worth that.
Probably not enough.
Like AI needs to do that because it's really like people have sued these companies and they just settle. They still need it to be done, so they're not going to stop it there. But it's sad and sick.
In a way, there'll be a weak impressionable mind that will go and do that job and walk out of it as like a super predatory monster.
It's so sick and sad, but like it's important that obviously he goes to jail for a very long time, very long time.
They're still not going for Jizzy's client list, so whatever they do to R. Kelly,
do you know what's happening that now? It's turned out that her lawyer's written a letter to the court, to the judge, saying, I'm gonna leave it to I'm not gonna continue to fight or withhold it. If the judge wants the names out, then the judge can let the names out. So what she's doing is like shrugging her shoulders and saying, whatever. She's not saying it like Epstein was saying, I'm going to say the names. She ain't saying, you can say them if you want. But the judge is a woman judge. I can't remember her name, but she's done dirty business and covering up Chevron shit in the past. So I don't know if she's even like...
Well, she doesn't want a car bomb.
you know?
Yeah, no, she don't want the car bomb. She ain't putting it out. She ain't putting shit out.
So we gotta wait to see if they'll be unsealed, but I doubt it. You know what I mean?
No, they won't. Likelihood is there'll be a 20 to 50 year delay.
Yeah.
When all of them are dead and buried is when they'll put it out. Just like they did with Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
Because Jimmy Savile, I guess, was like the figurehead of that paedophile community at the time.
Ring, like rings.
Yeah.
For like 40 years.
Yep.
He used to get kids kidnapped, like, you know, when kids run away, they go to train stations and usually sit there because they don't know where they're going. Mm-hmm. Well, he knew that.
Yeah.
So he would go and have people like take them.
Pick them up.
Yeah. Like, this is how these people think. They're really, really smart and strategic and crazy, like nuts. It's like ultimate deceptive beings. They really are.
Yeah. Predators.
Predatory
practices.
Yeah. But next topic, hopefully it's a better one.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
He really didn't.
Ah, okay. Mariah Carey's Atlanta home was burglarized. Oh, 9 bedrooms. She got 9 bedroom, $5.6 million mansion over there. Well, what'd you expect? It's Atlanta, baby.
I know, yeah, Atlanta. They have a lot of gated communities, innit? In Atlanta.
Yeah.
So this must be like
they can't
quite a mission to rob someone in one of those.
They can't watch all of the fences at the same time.
Yeah.
And
I'm surprised Mariah ain't always got someone in the house.
That's true.
Like always like a cleaner or just a house guard or whatever they call them. What do they call them?
Housekeeping. I suck you now.
Imagine. I never thought of that. Maids doing undercover moonlighting as prosies.
Of course they do.
I never thought of that.
You get your basic pay and then you get tips.
You get your commission.
Yeah, man. Of course it happens.
But I don't know that her team has just said like we're not releasing any information. So I guess that just means she's handling it. Her security team.
It was an inside job. It was an inside job. Because the people on the gate.
Yeah.
Must have let someone in. And if they didn't let someone in the community has hood rats come into their property, and once they go there, they're free to gallivant around and...
Yeah. Imagine one of the lawnmowers are like, is that Mariah Carey?
Yeah.
See her coming out of her house and be like, shut the fuck, I'm robbing like, that's Mariah Carey, I'm robbing that.
Rob the motherfuckers blind.
But I think she has a studio like in Atlanta, like a thing, like an all-in-house thing.
Yeah.
So that's probably what they've gone after.
Or the panties.
Probably at the back guest house or something.
Or the panties. You know what? Plot twist, yeah. It's Nick Cannon's super fan.
Oh,
he's broken in there. He's broken in there to get the panties. It's Kel. He's like, I want my baby's panty juice.
But Mariah was in Italy vacationing, so she was in there. Yeah, thank God. Thank God.
Protect Mariah. Insulate Mariah. When you left, you me. Is this so hard to believe? Come back, baby, please, because Marie's a fucking bitch. Fuck her.
Oh my days. Well, we've got Mariah's ex-arch enemy here getting sued. So we've got Nicki Minaj.
What's she getting sued for?
She has a new rap snacks. You know rap snacks? It's called barbecue honey truffle. Yeah, and she's on the like cover all in pink looking like a Barbie.
Yeah.
Mattel said, not today.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Like, what?
That's intellectual property.
They said, you take that shit down. So they're actually taking her to court.
Yeah,
rap snacks.
She's just going to have to cut him in on some royalties then. Cut him into the deal. Which is something her lawyers, she's got more than enough assets and money and power to have known this in advance.
That's what Mattel's saying. They said she's made the deliberate and calculated choice to launch a new product line using Mattel's famous Barbie trademark.
Yeah. What, she thought she's bigger than... You're big, but you're not bigger than corporations.
Yeah. Mattel claims Rap Snacks never responded to them, thereby forcing Mattel to bring this as a lawsuit as a last resort. To prevent like consumer confusion, I guess.
Of course.
Because you can't really be doing that. Would she let someone else call themselves Tricky Minaj or
Kiki Minaj?
Kiki Bagage.
Kiki Minaj is a porn star though.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, I'm surprised she ain't sued her ass. She probably trademarked Petty. She probably trademarked Nicki Minaj.
Petty, you know that.
What's her real name? Onika Maraj.
Onika.
Because she's Hindian. Trinidadian. Yeah, that's pretty much that on that. I don't know how much she's suing her for, but
I've done a lot of research on Nicki Minaj in my younger days.
Did you? The before and afters?
Yeah. Oh, research matters, baby.
Popeye.
Research matters.
She's Popeye in that tin kind of spinach. Go.
Oh, let me not. Oh, speaking of tunes and jingles.
Okay.
Senor Jeff Cale.
Yes.
Apologies to you, sir. We had some technical difficulties where we didn't quite understand how to best apply the... what would you call it? Is it the jingle? The advertisement jingle?
Yeah, the jingle for the podcast. Made by the very talented Jeff Kell. Yeah. Suits our show very well. But yeah, we had a small, what would you call it? Like copyright thing. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was very easy to solve, but yes, thank you for letting us continue to use it. And
yes, thank you very much.
All the best.
Much obliged.
Yes. So apologies for that, but
Nicki Minaj needs to get her shit together, man.
She's a mess.
She's harboring a sex offender.
Oh, it's so bad. Everyone talks about it as well. Like everyone always brings that up first now, no matter what she does.
Aiding and abetting.
Yeah. You're
a public figure, so you couldn't have just been seeing him like secretly behind closed doors. And imagine the jump.
She's reckless. She.
It says a lot about her character, though.
Yeah, it does.
Because you've gone from Safari. Safari is less than reputable, but Safari's like,
he's just a clown.
Yeah, but he's a proper sleazebag, you know.
Yeah, but still, I can't take him seriously at all for anything.
And then Safari went and got. I swear he went and got that Nicki baby pregnant. Or who was it? He's had 2 kids with someone, or he's had one kid with one and another kid with the other. Why didn't you just breed up Nicki? You was winning.
No, she didn't want to. I reckon
she didn't want to.
No, but she wanted a penny.
She went and had
a ghostwriter.
You're better off having a child with your ghostwriter than a sex offender.
Yeah,
like that's a lot.
She keeps saying, "Oh, I've known him since we were teenagers."
So what?
So he did his crime when he was a teenager.
Yeah.
He was like 16, 17. The girl was like 13, 14. With a knife in her back, take her up to the place. Yeah, this is what happened. I don't think we've actually said what happened. So she was going to school, and then she missed the bus, so she was walking instead. And she looked across the road and she sees him. And they know each other and stuff. Like, she never had no problems with him. So she's like, oh, okay, he's going to school. So then he crosses the road behind her, and then she just feels something in her back, and he just goes like, just come with me. We're not going to school. We're not going to school. Then takes her up to his house or parents' house, or whatever. Takes her up to the room, and then he's got her there with the door locked, like with the knife just brandished, and he obviously gets her to take her clothes off. And then he's taking his clothes off, and then I think he's like smoking a spliff or something, and just taking his time. And she managed to, like, when he's a bit whatever, like kick him in the bits and run off. So he never actually raped her. But he did start, like, do you know what I mean? It just wasn't whatever. She was when you see her in interviews, you know, one of them meek people. So it ruined her type thing. But she's had kids and she's done her thing or whatever. But I think they from back then they did it, and I think he's had a few crimes since. I don't know if it had anything to do with kids, but mentality.
So what I'm hearing is
he's been registering as sex offender his whole life pretty much, and yet when he gets to Nicki Minaj, you don't want to register. So it's like they can't force you. I guess they just send you to jail. Like,
they can force you,
and he's fighting it or whatever. He's like longing it out. So.
Fuck it then, take him to jail.
And she's just always talking like nothing. Like she acts like delusional. Like she's not. She don't know that he's a sex offender. She don't know. She knows her brother was, because she was supporting him though.
Yeah.
So.
He's just one of those ones.
She knew 6ix9ine was, because everyone knows 6ix9ine was.
Yeah.
She loved off the predator. I don't know why. What's that about?
Stockholm. She's got Stockholm syndrome.
Actually, I don't know. She doesn't. You know when you can tell someone who's been through something, like she's too. What's the word? She's too dominant. Like way too dominant, and she doesn't have any fear. When it comes to people, like confrontation, she just ain't got she doesn't have sensitivity.
I think that's exactly why. It was robbed. It was robbed from her. It was robbed from her.
See, because I mean, if she grew up with her brother, and then I think she said the house burned down or something. I can't remember.
Was her brother older than her?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Stockholm syndrome. You protect your abusers.
That is true.
And then if her brother is her sole male role model in her life,
right,
then she's basing her dating options off of characteristics she recognizes.
I think I know her mum because her mum's put out like songs, inspirational songs and stuff.
I doubt this episode is gonna last on. It's gonna end up getting scrubbed.
I doubt it. So many people are. This is what I can't believe. Like even her fans and stuff. I've even seen like people on their stories, celebrities, artists who may slightly respect her, but they're like, when a fan brings up Nicki Minaj, they're like, but she's with a sex offender. Like,
yeah.
Well, she don't have to be.
Maybe the sex is a bit rougher than normal guys.
I think he's probably just very good at extracting the funds. I don't know.
She might like it rough. She likes getting beaten up beforehand.
Maybe. He's a cat man.
This is all alleged.
Still on the street doing stuff.
This is all alleged. Allegedly. It's alleged.
But you can't be on a private jet with her majority of the time and be in the hood shotting. So I don't think he's like, unless he's a higher up, you know.
Yeah, no man. Just put money in the streets.
So it could be that if he's still a G or whatever from wherever he's from, then that might be why. She just likes that. She wants to in that big like fairy world. She wants to be reminded that. Oh, him right there, he can kill him out. Not oh, him right there, we can do something. So
I'm a boss ass bitch. Whoever the song is, whoever that song belongs to, I credit you. You can put yourself in.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if it's Sukihana or if it's
I know the Kelly's one. But
okay. Triller. There's a Triller lawsuit for $28 million. Timbaland / Swizz Beatz. I fucking knew it. Do you remember a couple shows back when I was talking about Michael Jackson's album?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Timbaland. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was saying that out of Pharrell Williams, Justin Timberlake, and Timbaland,
yeah,
one of them were in cahoots and knew that
set them fake Michael voice up.
Yeah, they knew it.
Right.
Now, I don't know the details too much of Triller, but is this Triller as in the musical app?
Yeah, who even uses that anymore? I've never used
Like,
Triller.
Kids.
It was prior to TikTok, no? Or
Yeah.
was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like the same.
But Triller, here's the thing, Triller and TikTok, which TikTok was formerly Musically,
Right.
were competing with each other. So I
Right.
think, and I may be wrong.
So it's like a TikTok alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it might be that Triller actually started first, but
That's what I'm
Musically
thinking, yeah.
Musically picked up, and then they renamed Musically TikTok. But like the house theme and the fonts of the apps and things stayed the same.
Got you.
Triller
sponsored Versus at first, and then they bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Swizz Beatz and Timbaland own it 50-50 Versus. So they were laughing, but what they did is when they did the deal, every artist that had been on the Versus got ownership, part of ownership.
Ooh.
Brandy, like Monica, everyone that was on it,
Mm-hmm.
Escape, like everyone you can think of that was on it, they all have. I think it was like up until the deal. The ones after don't get none.
Yeah.
But I think it's like 5% each.
Fucking hell, that's a lot of 5%.
Yeah, it's very generous.
So they miscalculated it. Is that what the lawsuit is
Let's
about?
get the details. What I know is when they first signed the deal, it was for like, I want to say 100 million. I want to say it was a really large amount. So anyway, the official word is that Timbaland and Swizz Beatz are suing Triller after they allegedly failed to pay the music moguls Triller failed to pay the music moguls for their battle show Versus. The lawsuit claims that the mega producers sold Versus to Triller back in January of 2001. They're now claiming that Triller defaulted on that deal after just 2 payments.
Ooh.
Timbaland and Swizz settled with the company after the initial default payment, but claim Triller hasn't learned their lesson and continues to play the same game. They are going after Triller for 28 million plus interest.
Dear.
Well, Triller's been out here sponsoring boxing matches and probably focusing on that. So
It looks like Triller's going to go bust. Because what we don't get to see from all of these great big corporations is just how much of a debt and deficit they are operating in. And they tend to be able to pay their operational costs.
Yeah.
And keep a good repute within the public eye.
Right.
But what's going on behind closed doors is they're operating on debt, loans and debt,
millions,
on top of
probably.
debt, on top of debt.
All the events they do, the big frigging, like how much would it cost to set up a boxing match of like, it was Jake Paul in it, they were frigging signing people. A massive production filmed and all of this and a promotion, like millions, like I don't know, and then paying the boxers, like a lot. So they must, I don't know, I feel like they're gonna go bust as well.
Yeah, they're gonna go bust.
Versus lost its luster after the pandemic anyway. Who's on Versus now and who's watching it?
I don't know, but I think what was the last one? Mario and Omarion, which wasn't okay. Maybe in the US, in terms of their reference points in history, it might have been a good mix.
Yeah.
But in my head, I'll be honest, Mario. The rest of the world knew Mario in 2005 with Let Me Love You.
Yeah.
Omarion was silent at the time. In the year of 2005, in terms of international presence, Omarion didn't have any.
In 2005?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to remember that film. What is that film they did?
What, Save the Last Dance? Or
No, it was...
Jump Off, or... It was a dance movie.
Yeah, it was like that. It was like Step Up, but it was before Step Up, and it was the black version, and it was BTK, and I want to say Marcus Houston.
Stomp the Yard.
I think that's it. I don't know. Similar to something.
Yeah, but
like
that was a movie. That wasn't music.
No, but like B2K, I think came out in like and we're already associated with like Marlon. Marcus Houston, because they had a group before. And all of that, because I remember growing up and like my sister's best friend was like obsessed with Marcus Houston, obsessed with Amari. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, just because they were popular. Black boy
because they were
singers.
good looking.
Yeah.
It was eye candy.
Melissa, shout out to you. But yeah, like Marion's got that kind of, you don't have to do nothing, just pop up every now and then, do his tour. I still congratulate him again for how he handled the Lil Fizz thing. Yeah.
Well done to you, man. But
yeah, for sure.
shit, I got to say, man, in 05, I swear B2K had broken up in like 05 or 04.
No, I want to say they came out in...
No, when they separated.
Let's see, because I'm confused now, because the time is just a quandary in itself.
I do not recall Omarion having a musical presence.
Oh yeah, 2000 they started. That's when they launched. 2000.
When did they separate?
They were formed in 98 though. That's what I mean, because they had that whole prior thing with Keisha Gamble, who is Interscope.
Okay.
And all of that. But yeah, they were very popular, man. They just didn't like, they had all that stuff with the owner of the group and all the abuse stuff. What's his name? Chris Stokes.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah, Chris Stokes.
B2K were active between 2000 and 2004. Mario.
Oh, was it 2004?
Yeah.
That went long. Yeah, see, that went long.
Mario's breakout, the one that really got him international and the big buzz, was in 05.
He went, what was that song?
Baby, you should let me love you. It was a remake.
Oh, were you talking about Omarion or Mario?
Mario.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking Omarion. But yeah, it makes sense now. So he was direct competition with Omarion when he went solo. Omarion went solo 2005.
Yeah, but he didn't put anything out in 2005.
With Omarion?
Yeah.
Oh.
He didn't. I swear to you. All right. If he did, it was a flop.
Probably, yeah. Because I'm thinking, I was trying to think of his first single, and I don't actually remember what it was.
All I remember is, okay, Touch.
Yeah, 2005 he put out his first album. Omarion.
But that album was a flop. In comparison to Mario's single alone, it was a flop. But Mario's album didn't do great.
Yeah, his singles did great, but Mario's album was not. Yeah, I think Omarion's album did better. It did, it sold, almost 250,000 in its first week. Omarion's I see half of these songs, I don't even like.
You don't remember, you didn't hear them?
Even.
I remember now that
Icebox took him as a solo artist to a big place.
Yeah, because everyone liked it.
Yeah,
everyone had it on their little MP3 phones.
Oh, for sure.
I got this icebox where my heart used to be.
Yeah, okay. That was the track.
This is a singing session, man. Come on, man. Don't show me
that
up.
That was a hum.
don't show me up with
my
humming
and shit. But yeah, because of that Chris Stokes shit, and that's so messy, like, it's yucky. It's just, I don't even want to get into that, honestly. Yeah. Raspberry, man, I know he's telling the truth, and I know that they all got touched, so. They all for sure got touched.
Do you know Orlando Bloom's, not Orlando Bloom, Orlando Brown?
Right.
He's popped up again.
Again?
He said P. Diddy gave him the... Wait, what is the noise? What is the noise that he even... And then he's staring.
Someone give this man a podcast.
Yeah. No, you won't be able to keep him in one place. And I think...
To put a mic on him and let him run around.
I think sadly, it's each time that he pops up, that people corner him and get him in an interview, it's when he's not at his best. He's
lacking in awareness of when people are just trolling or getting information like to make him look stupid. He's lacking that awareness still, which makes me think he's got like more than just drug issues. He's got mental health issues. They can develop at any time. 50, 18, doesn't matter. They just pop up. He needs to start and just go on a podcast. Something like some of the podcasts that exist in the world are so trash. Like, just, when you say the bottom of the barrel, like, so worse than us, like, we're really tame, actually. Like, really, there's, like, horrible decisions, and there's, like, ones that, like, have words like shit in the title.
Really?
Like, swear words in the title of their podcast, and they do excellently well. They're advertised by Spotify.
Yeah.
So we're quite, Orlando Brown could 100% have just a wild, wacky...
Yeah, that would be something.
Call it wacky, something, and just go with that theme of wackiness.
Mind you, if he was given a podcast, the shit he would say, he would Epstein himself, which Epstein didn't do to himself.
Yeah. But because as long as everyone thinks Orlando Brown is crazy, they're fine. They don't care.
Yeah.
They know it's true, but they don't care. They're like, he's crazy, tinfoil hat, la la la. Laugh at the homeless man, do you know what I mean? One of them ones. Just, yeah. All I can say is Orlando Brown's fucked up for a reason, so it ain't for no reason.
Oh, yeah. Everything starts from somewhere.
Sounds like it's been ran through. He's had everyone. Apparently, every male megastar in the industry, from what I've heard.
It's highly likely. Oh, shit. Is this serious?
Is it a bad one?
They're going to revive the Tasmanian tiger.
Oh, yeah, it's real. Yeah.
What, they managed to get a good DNA sample to revive it?
Yeah, I heard about this years ago, but it says, with science and technology, anything's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly 100 years after its extinction, the Tasmanian tiger may be making a comeback. Scientists want to resurrect the striped carnivorous marsupial, officially known as thylacine, which used to roam, obviously, Australia. So it's the Melbourne Restoration Research Lab who's doing this, and yeah, they've got his DNA. That's the Tasmanian tiger. Sorry guys, you can't see this, but yeah, there were mad animals that used to exist and don't know more. Kelly Rowland said this looks like the dogs from I Am Legend. I kind of agree with her.
Oh, she's so
Like,
beautiful. She's so beautiful.
Kelly Rowland?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like one of a kind.
Ooh.
One of a kind. What's she doing anyway recently? I know she's. Oh no, I think she's splitting up with her husband. But that's just my opinion. What's the last holiday that came up? Father's Day. You know when female celebrities like will post on a Father's Day purposely with their 3 kids or whatever, with the husband not in the picture, no mention of him. I'd be like, okay, you're not breaking up.
Well, she did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think anyone else noticed. I did. I was just like, oh.
Oh well.
Breakups happen every day. 50% of you lost.
Whatever, baby.
Whatever, babies.
Whatever. Oh well.
I ain't got headphones on. I can't hear myself, so I ain't singing. They're listening myself. I'm embarrassing my brand. Not today.
It's like, I swear we had that. It's funny the recurring theme with Nicki Minaj and Mattel, and then who was it? Oh yeah, the University and Terica Williams last show.
Yeah,
misappropriation.
that's true. Okay, next topic is ASAP Rocky is charged with assault for shooting ASAP Relly. So he's
Why the fuck did he shoot him?
Yeah, innit? Let's see. Well, intel's loading. Obviously, we heard about him getting arrested in Barbados, innit?
Yeah.
For guns or about something. Maybe it was connected to this.
Wasn't he arrested in Barbados because his home was searched and they found a shit ton of guns?
Yeah, they did, didn't it? They
arrested him there.
Wow, it says he's been charged with assault with a firearm after being arrested in April over shooting his friend in LA. Whoa. It says semi-automatic firearm.
Okay, so that's a pistol.
And discharging a gun in public place, serious offence. The guy's alive.
He probably shot him in the leg then, or the arm, like purposely missed vitals.
Rolling Stone said that Terrell Efron, who is really, that's his real name, filed a civil lawsuit against Mayers, who is ASAP's the real name. Longtime friend of ASAP mob member, allegedly had the rapper lured to an obscure location to discuss a disagreement and then shot him. Yeah, some setup shit.
Oh shit, so doesn't that imply he intended to kill him?
He missed.
And
the guy got bullet fragments. He got all the fragments and the projectiles in his hands and in his body, but he didn't get actually shot. Like, he's still technically the same thing, but, you know, not to us, not in the street. Like, if you ain't got an actual hole, then you're like, hallelujah. If you got some bits, then in your body, that's not great, but, like,
listen, if you've
lured
that man out there to shoot him, how the fuck? How do you miss? And you let the man run away? Because
that's what I mean. These motherfuckers can't be doing this. Half of them probably don't even know how to hold a gun. Probably.
Do you know what? I understand now. He bit off more than he could chew.
Yeah.
He pussied out, shot him in the hand. They both ran away from each other.
Yeah, they're not who they think they are. can't handle it. Even the one who's got shot, he's saying it's not just like the physical injuries. He's not been able to work. He said he suffered, emotional injuries, mental injuries. He's come at you in court, motherfucker, and you lot think you're like hood and judge.
That's not gangster. And take careful note. It said civil court, meaning there is no police involvement. There's no convictions. He wants money.
Yeah, he is suing him and stuff, but they're federally trying him for that, and assault with a firearm. They'll put him in jail for that. But what's his face is he wants minimum 25 grand. It's not a lot. Don't know what he's talking about. 25 grand. Get at least like 100. What are you talking about?
I think the dispute was about 25 grand.
Oh, so he wants that?
Yeah, ASAP Rocky didn't want to pay him.
Shame.
Or might have.
That ain't even nothing.
It's nothing, because if they're long-term friends, I guarantee men have an odd way of acting and making decisions appropriate to the context that they know the person in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cool. You may have millions and you got your baby mama now and she's got millions or billions or whatever.
Billions.
But what I am fairly owed, my fee, my royalties, whatever
you Skype me out of.
Yeah, run me my paper.
Yeah, run it.
And I think that's what it is. And for all we know, it may have only been like 20k, but he's added on 5 because you shot him in the hand.
Well, this other boy's in trouble anyway, just for snitching. Because he's gone to the court, he's made it public, which has made the police and then the feds be like, oh shit, okay, well then we're doing you for this. Like, so it is snitching. But again, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I'm never like, do you know what I mean? Just because I'm one way, don't mean I'm gonna think other people should be another way.
ASAP Rocky, if you lure someone into the woods or into a secluded area, complete the task.
Or make sure they're scared enough. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be giving people advice.
No, it's not enough. It's not enough. Complete the task, because you've lured. The intent is already there and shown. What if this guy said, okay, I see where we are? What do you do then? Because there's people out there that they may not transgress against you, but you show them clear intent on their life. You're done. No. Listen, ASAP Rocky needs to go and do his little 5 to 10, because that's an absolute joke.
Yeah, it's like dumb shit. It's a badly executed situations that probably shouldn't be happening in the first place, but like, stick to your walkways and your fashion runways and shit. Like, what are you trying to play games for? Like, with AKs or semi-automatic, whatever you got.
You're getting good pussy, flying around all over the place, don't really have to work, and any kind of work that you're doing is bringing in crazy, ludicrous numbers.
I'm thinking, who owns all that ASAP mob shit?
Probably ASAP Rocky.
He seemed a bit young, because ain't ASAP Ferg that older than him?
Oh, yeah, they are. But I think...
He was the first one to blow, though,
I don't think it's a formal corporation or entity.
I know ASAP Ferg has his own label with like an ASAP thing, so he's probably incorporated somehow with it, but I don't mean he started it.
We may have to come back onto the topic. Do some more research and come back on the topic. But with you dropping these things in, the whole web and picture starting to look a bit more like there's been infighting. ASAP Mob, from what I know of, is a collective of stylists, fashion designers, artsy crowd with like New York rappers and up and coming. So, like most ethnic music empires, there is either an origin in the streets and within the community and social groups that then formalizes as an organization, and those lines are blurred. Yeah,
because you had to be able to afford your music video and all of that before the label got you, so that money usually comes from somewhere that ain't legitimate. And they all know that, they all get signed, they all become big, but they all have secrets, they've all done things together, they've all whatever done things since. So it's like you got to be careful about who you're doing that with, you know what I mean? You can't be doing dumb shit like that. That's crazy, that whole story, really. Yeah, you definitely should have thought twice about that. But
go do your time. Go do your time. What a fuck up.
Rihanna will just whisk him off to some private island somewhere and hide him. It's a boy toy.
She's gonna pull a Nicki Minaj. He'll be like, listen, it's me and my boo.
Yep.
Bonnie and Clyde 2022.
Life.
Yeah, but I guess last topic to go is LeBron James has been paid $97 million for contract extension.
Yeah. I'm just shocked at the amount of money they get paid. I know it's a lot. It's their whole life. Like they can't really. They get tested for drugs. Like, do you know what I mean? They ain't got freedom.
I swear they train like 6 days a week.
Yeah, damaged bodies. They're all tall guys. Like tall people have bone problems, knee problems, and friggin' back problems, and all of that anyway. So jumping for balls and doing all sorts of that shit must be exhausting.
Jumping for balls.
Jumping for balls, you know, more ways than one, most likely. But yeah, that's a lot. 2 years. I really just do think like, what else are these guys like? I really do, because the milk ain't clean. Something the milk ain't clean. So I know sport makes a lot of money, and I know they see them as almost like modern slave owners. The owners in it,
of course.
So
the plantations.
They just handsomely compensated.
I'm guessing the team must want him to retire there, because I think he's getting on in age. He's in his 30s. And you know, most professional athletes, very few push into their 40s.
Yeah. They all consider him the current king, don't they? I know he's La Boule. He's a Freemason. That's the Black Freemason organisation, people. It's just the black part of it. Yeah. I
guess all I've got to say is, just like Marie, fuck him.
Fuck him.
And that's... I'm feeling real ignorant today.
Getting real ignorant on the track.
Ignorant. It's a ladder, man.
What did Michael say? That's ignorant.
That's ignorant. No.
That's ignorant.
That's ignorant. No.
Oh my days! I was cracking up. Yeah, earlier I watched this video, and it was about Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
Changing her pronouns again.
Oh, okay.
For like the 5th time or something. She's now gone back to she and her from they. Before then she was non-binary. Before then she was she. They.
Do you know what?
And what did she say? She said something like bitch, your pronouns should be opioid and heroin. That's what she said.
God damn.
Yeah, so I just don't get how, what she don't get, yeah, which is really bad, yeah, she's discrediting all these people and making all of them people look stupid, because when people announce pronoun changes, they're meant to have gone their whole lives like feeling this way, and then they come and say la 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 la. So how are you changing your shit every 5 minutes? That don't make no sense. No one is that like fluid. It's not about how you feel. It's about, do you know what I mean? Day to day, it's about how you feel gender wise. So what's the day to day got to do with, this is what I mean. Like, she's actually making it look dumb and making these people look dumb, whether we understand or not. Look, I'm like,
the thing is, if I say this, I'm saying it. I'll be betraying a vexed sexual. And she isn't ready to come in yet. Because, you know, vexed sexuals,
right? We
come in, we don't come out. So you know how in other walks of life they've got to come out and announce, and have a barbecue, a tea party or something.
Yeah.
But vexed sexuals, no, that's not how it works.
Okay.
So look, Selena.
What's in it? No, sorry, Demi.
It's Demi. Oh shit! I thought we was talking about Selena. Selena's a vexed sexual, but
Selena's a meth sexual.
It can happen, you know. It's a very wide and broad.
They were caught in that video in LA, running out of some slaughter back mall.
Let me get my colouring book.
Some meat market, getting meth off some MS-13 and running down the alleyway with Justin Bieber years ago. I remember. Yeah, Justin Bieber walking around some gully, middle of LA.
A bit of ice for a hot summer's day.
Yeah. Allegedly. Not allegedly, but allegedly. If you know what I mean.
It was recorded, but it's alleged to not have happened.
Yeah. Don't do the drugs. You've seen his face. You've seen what's happening. Just it's not worth it.
Look, what I'll say, Demi Lovato, you have to give her time and patience and understanding. The process of evolving into a vexed sexual is not a pretty one.
Right.
And once you achieve a state of vexed sexual, vexed sexualness,
like a Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3 type thing. Because she's acting like she's just bouncing in and out of forms, and she's a shapeshifter. That's what she is now.
The thing is that she hasn't achieved a state of vexed sexualness.
Right. Okay.
She hasn't achieved it.
She's just in a state of confusion. right now.
No, she's just going through her process. Life is subjective. She's experiencing some tough shit that she might not be able to handle.
She's relapsed like 8 times in the last 2 years or something. She's been on that journey.
What's better? Relapsing
while working.
Relapsing 8 times or relapsing every single morning and night for like 8 years straight. Just I'm
5 times a day. Relapsing 5 times a day. Oh, wow. But she's had like so many overdoses and heart attacks and all sorts of stuff, and she works like she's they I don't know, functioning, I guess. Like she'll take the album cycle out, but most artists take 1 to 2 years to record anyway, so it's not a big deal. Like for the industry, she stays working. She's everywhere. Every time I see open something, she's there. I'm like, oh.
Meth will do that to you though.
Yeah, okay. Like just keep him on it.
Charged up.
I bet the label love that. Just saying.
Oh yeah, we've got a show for you. I'm already there.
Oh wow. But yeah, that's the last topic, so we are going to go to an ad break and we'll be back.
This episode is sponsored by Anchor, a free creation tool that allows you to edit and record your podcast right from your phone or computer. Get your podcast into all your favorite podcast digital retailers. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Everything you need is in one place to create a podcast. Download the app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Here at Vexxed Uncensored, we strive to be our best selves, whatever that means for us. So we couldn't be happier to partner up with medical tourism company Pure Ada. They provide a variety of healthcare services, from everything including eye care, gastric band surgery, stem cell therapy, hair transplants, and a wide range of specialist treatments, all taken care of in the best clinics and hospitals Turkey has to offer. They have many insurance options to find the best fit for you, and to find out more, either contact us on social media or head over to pureada.co.
Welcome back to Vexxed Uncensored with me, Mo Vader.
And me, Saint.
And we are now in the notorious, the scandalous, the adventurous, the raucous, Vexed segment of the show.
Haha. This is the part of the show where we share with you what we got vexed about this week.
I'm gonna go first.
Perfect.
Fuck Marie. And I quote, "The night staff here are shit, but Mo is the worst."
Really?
Marie, 2022.
Is that R.I.P.?
Yeah, man, that's wow. And you're saying that like to new staff. Management hasn't reported this to me. You're the only person saying it.
Yeah, ain't she meant to come to you and like correct you if that's the case, if she's so pissed off?
Exactly.
It's probably because what she's saying isn't true.
It isn't. You know what, yeah? Generally speaking, I think I'm quite like Marmite.
Right.
Marmite, you're either gonna love me or you're gonna hate me. And that hate you'll have for me will be irrational and erratic. Now, if you remember in the earlier seasons, I was saying fuck Debbie. Now Debbie in one occasion, Lil Debbie in one occasion.
Lil Debbie from Crayshaw and that. She was that blonde girl in that video.
No,
Gucci this. What is it? What is that song? I can't remember.
I can't even.
But anyway, Debbie.
But yeah, man, she came in, started her shift before even walking through the house. She had sent a message to the director complaining that I haven't cleaned. The director messages me. I video call the director and show her the property. Stovetop's clean. Bins are empty. Toilets have been bleached out and scrubbed. I've swept and mopped the whole house. A 6-bedroom house. I've done it. I did my job. But because I'm Marmite to her.
Well, she can just lie.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
She is though.
Ignorance is bliss. They'll do it. Marie's doing it right now.
You know. Just. Yeah. And then what did the director say? Not to be nosy. The
director went silent. And then after that, Debbie stopped complaining about me. Or if she did, the director never approached me about it.
Is it he or she?
She.
She's had a word then.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, you've got to.
Yeah, true.
Director's silent because director's like, it's not you I have to talk to about this. Like, you've helped me, you brought it to my attention. Perfect, that's perfect. But like, she's had to go and go like, what the situation is, you can't do that again. And then that's it. Even if they're close, like, it doesn't matter. Even me, I've had like really good friends in work situations who might have even been my boss or manager or whatever more than once. They still could pull you up on the side.
Okay.
Be like, you would, wouldn't you? You don't want your
you
friend
would.
to be fucking like in the grips. It doesn't matter what it is. You just be like, heads up. Don't do this again. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, you know.
You would, but I got to be honest. I got to admit, at this particular company, the director ain't pulling up Marie. It's not happening. The manager ain't gonna pull up Marie.
She won't just stop for no reason.
Yeah, she won't. She won't stop. The thing is, it's a matter of. I know I said Marmite before, but from really living in the moment, it seems more like threat.
Vegemite. Yeah, like.
So is Marmite a meat product?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you wouldn't know.
Bovril Marmite is.
Oh, I've always imagined that Bovril would be nice, but Marmite, I don't like it.
Bovril's nice, yeah. I like Marmite, but it's a bit too. I can only have one piece of bread with Marmite. I can't be doing two. Like, I can't have it in big amounts. Sorry, side track. Yeah, like, she's just threatened, like, clearly.
I don't even know why. There's no reason. If you know the way that I'm coasting through life right now, I don't even know if ambition is here right now. I'm just in survival. I'm like,
yeah. But even when you're doing that and still doing your job, someone's threatened of you, that's still quite a little boost, because whether it's bad or not, like, silver lining is a boost. Because if you was on your game, then what would you do then?
Yeah, I'd be. When I'm on my game, I'm dangerous.
People like that always cross the line though. They're reckless, so they cross the line. They put themselves in it. They hang themselves by their own rope, or whatever the saying is. Always
give him the rope.
If you're willing to stick it out. If not worth it, then it's not worth it.
Nah, it's not. It's not worth it. And I'm only even expressing what stood out. I was told it was more. It was like a rant. Went on a rant.
Like, she's like, I'm fed up. I've been dealing with it. Like, I would let me not, because.
And all of this,
I have in situations, and I did like before, but it was a private company where the boss was like, the owner was on like next to the office, and I remember sitting down one day because he was like, "Oh, are you alright?" and stuff like that, and I was like, "No, no." Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because let me tell you this story very quickly. Yeah, I come in one day, and the other person I shared the office with in administration years ago. Woman, middle-aged, Caucasian. She actually was the one that picked me to hire me, but the boss obviously finalised it. So it was like this love-hate situation. I have no problem with no one, but she's like from Yorkshire, and very like brass and all of this, and had her dog in the office do what she wanted. And she, one day when I come in, she like got in my face, and I was leaving for another job, and she was like, "Where's your files?" I said, "What do you mean?" She said, your personal files. Your personal files." I said, "I'm leaving, so I'm taking them." She said, "You can't do that." I said, I didn't swear I wanted to. I said, "Explain to me why you're saying that." Because they're ours and records and this and that. I said, "Listen, when I leave in the company, yeah, everything that's got my name in it comes with me. As simple as that. Photos of my passport, photos of this, and like all of that, all my information's come with me, my addresses, everything." She tried getting my face, and that's when I was like, okay, try getting my face, and I was like so cool about it. I was really proud of myself. But when the guy brought it up, the boss, I was just like, nah. Explained it all, whatever, and he was like, they're one of them ones, you give someone a job because you like them. I think that's, you just give her a job because you like, so it's like some sort of makes this place homely, her Yorkshire character. So that nitpicking thing, value. And I left like shortly after, and I just thought, fuck this, you know what I mean? I was just like, not doing it. I considered like actually staying to piss her off. Because I was just like, nah, but it wasn't worth it.
No, it's not. It never is. If you've got an asshole pulling strings and moving mountains against you in a workplace, do the work to get yourself out of there. Even if you find another one at a new workplace, at least it's a fresh start with a new one. It's not the same old demon just there
on you every day.
Yeah. And you know what? A couple shows back where I was saying that there was I got forced onto a bogus, I was forced into working nights
Oh yeah.
under a bogus pretext.
Yeah.
I am now sure she played a part. I'm sure of it because
Is she in charge of Royal?
no. But there's someone that's no longer on the management team, like the regional management team, the higher managers, was her friend. Yeah, she's got a high ranking manager that's her friend, and well, it's no longer a high ranking manager, but yeah.
Yep. Yeah, conspiracy.
Man. It was a stitch up because truth be told, yeah, from that manager's own mouth, was like, oh, during the hiring process and induction and training, was so impressed with you, like really thought, oh yeah, you know, you're gonna come in and da. But then once you started working, was like performance just plummeted.
Yo, okay, one job, yeah, and I didn't last very long because I hated it, but I was very good at what I did. Like that's the one thing, kind of like you, no matter how tired you are, you know you're good at what you do.
Yeah.
No one can pick your shit
apart. Of
apart.
course.
Like his conditioning, can't even help it. It's like all of that. But yeah, a similar situation. Like someone was really jealous of me. They moved me to a different place, and the person was just very jealous for some reason. Older guy, white guy, and was talking to the area manager about me, and I was doing I had gotten stores out of debt, and I'd only been there a few weeks because I'd come from financial management like situation. Yeah. So I knew how to handle their debt.
Yeah.
None of them had training on that. They didn't know how to do it. So I literally did it. Scam me out of bonuses and everything. And then I got called in one day talking about, we were so impressed with you, was this and that, like blah, blah, blah. But based on the reports from your manager, you know, we just don't think that you're saying the same thing. And I looked to them like, what? Like, you've got all the evidence of progress in your stores. Every store you put me in, like, are you fucking kidding me? This boring ass job where you literally are paying people to almost do nothing. You're almost, storage companies are, I'm telling you, there's something going on there. Yeah. That's for a whole nother show.
Okay.
Imagine selling boxes. No one comes in selling boxes and empty space. And other than that, really what you are is security for their lot. That's it.
True, you know.
I moved from a financial place to there because they were paying more and because it was like store manager's position.
Yeah.
But then they're giving like, there's no higher up responsibilities. It's all the same. It's almost like they just train you to all do the same job. It's very weird. But yeah, I had the same situation and it ended unceremoniously because I was just like,
that's
don't
it.
lie
That's
to
enough.
me. Yeah. I'm not you're not doing my name in when it, at least let it be true. If you're going to come at me like that, at least let it be that. But yeah, they weren't. I just thought, I'm not going to fight him who's been here probably 10 years.
Of course not.
How am I going to win that? I don't even care about the job that much.
He's got to secure his own work. And I don't blame Marie, but it's still fuck her.
Just stop trying to ruin. This is, people just want to go to work and have peace. You never know what someone's going through. Do you know what I mean? Why are you making their day worse intentionally?
Boy, I was going through it at the time, man. But fuck it. That's not even for the air. It's not even for the air. So, what has vexed you this week?
What has vexed me this week? Yeah. So, prosperity gospel. A lot of people might not know what that is, but yeah, the gospel, obviously from the Bible, it's a story of Jesus. It's a story of why he came. It's a story of why he died. That's what it's about. So it's John, Luke, and James, and that part of the Bible. So anyway, there's a bunch of pastors, majority American, but there's pastors all over the world who have like life stories. They might be privileged, they might be not privileged, but the one thing they have in common is that they're preaching a version of the gospel that is deceptive. It's deceptive. They're preaching the gospel. They're using actual Bible scripture. It's all legit, the scripture, but their commentary on it, the way they talk on it and twist that is dangerous. It's all about, that I've noticed, personal gain. It's all about reaping what you sow. It's all about getting stuff from God. It's all about it's idol worship. They're trying to turn God into something that is like fluffy and teddy bearish.
Yeah.
He's God. Like, what are we talking about? He's God. He's holy if you think of that. So compared to us and the way we think, he's completely higher. So we can't even. But what they're doing is they're taking something that is a walk of purpose, a walk of like suffering, bringing purpose to suffering, a walk of like putting yourself in a position where you might lose intentionally, not because you want to maybe, but because it's required of you. So a lot of people don't like take the shirt off their back for no one.
Yeah. No,
But
they don't.
some people do, and whether it's just them or religion or just how they're brought up well or whatever, it shows. Look, I'm criticizing Christians today because I can, and I should be criticized too, back by other Christians, you know what I mean? But the Christians who are listening to, or just people, because a lot of people who aren't even Christian don't want to identify, don't even really understand what they're doing, aren't what you call born again. So they are using these pastors' quotes, their all of their teachings from their own mouth. None of it is like, and none of the focus is on the Bible. None of it's Jesus. These are celebrities, rich celebrities that all of these people are tithing to. And I even heard that Stephen Furtick once at a church was doing a thing and saying how his private jet was run out of gas and how he needed the parishioners to like pay for his refill while he's wearing a Rolex. You got the other guy, Osteen, who a plumber was doing work on a church, one of the mega churches, and knocked down the wall. And there's like $250,000 in there or something.
The wall, yeah.
Or 1 point something million, I think, actually.
I remember that.
And he reported it. And he's not Christian. And he's not even like, but he was like, even I know this is wrong. This money is not legit. You know what I mean? You're like hiding things. Osteen and all these people, they've done sit-downs with Oprah on a super soul spiritual pagan Sunday or whatever she does. And like, they're talking about relativity to like law of attraction and shit and
it's
manifestation.
The secret.
Do you know what I mean? Which was started by Irina Belevsky, who was a Satanist from like Germany. Do you know what I mean? It's just these are demonic. You can go pick up in the library. They're not restricted books. You can go read them about demonology, manifestation, law of attraction, bringing material objects based on like certain doctrine and whatever. It's all like reverse biblical stuff. It's all very dark. So like if you go online on TikTok, you see manifestation. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, I can be my own God. I can control the universe. I can bring whatever I want in whatever. Oh, if life goes wrong, it's my fault because I'm not doing it right. I don't have the positive outlook enough. Like that's what they tell themselves. And they're in this sick like cycle. And these are supposed Christians doing it. And this is where New Age and Christianity is getting mixed up. It's just another ploy from the devil. Like, as far as any group, like, it's just another, like, that's it. It's all it is. You know?
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Yeah. And it's so simple to just like, honestly, you know, like all this, the people just say, oh, you know, people try to pick the Bible, or they're just like, they read it like fables and shit, like it's so literal, it's unbelievable. So I never understood that, even what we were talking about, denominations and people just choosing what they believe and what works or what doesn't. They choose what God is pleased with and what he's not. What?
You know what, most of my conversations with religious men, it goes like, it's, what's your profession? They say the profession. I say, okay, great. So why don't we set up tents and chairs in a local park and hold sermons, and no one has to pay tithes, because you're no longer a priest or a pastor that literally only does the work of God and depends upon donations to keep the building going, keep yourself going. You've got a profession. Yeah, you've got a profession. So you're earning your money for your home and your family and this and that. You're doing your godly duties.
Yeah.
So.
And in the UK, if you like have a church that falls under like a church of, you know, a Christian denomination, that you get the diocese. You're in a diocese. The Church of England pay you for like your church. They pay you a salary and stuff. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So these people are literally mining money from their congregation.
Poor people who need help.
Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme.
They're meant to be helping their parishioners, and I don't understand when that got flipped. And I've got to say, every church that I've been to in the last few years, and I've never they're not ones I would go to every week or whatever. I don't go to a church every week because of issues like this. I'm not doing it. I will be flipping tables like Jesus was. I'm not doing it. I'll flip them tables, yeah? The bake seller, in my Father's house. That serpents. Sacrilege of my father's house. So long or short of it is, these people need to repent. They honestly, like, be sorry, repent. Like, you've got a whole church, you've got so much power, you've got so much money. Change, do something different. That's it. Actually be a Christian, because none of the things you're saying, I know you don't actually talk to God the way you're saying it. They talk to God, because if they spoke to God, they would not be hearing things they like. They just wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Forgive, like, I forgive you right now. Like, everyone should forgive you. Like, you shouldn't hold it against you. You should move forward and just do something different. That's it. That's all I'm saying. It just doesn't need to be like, there's enough shit going on from people who are not supposed to be in the situation.
You know what has just come back to me? And it's terrible that I don't have the names, but by description, anyone in the UK listening will know immediately who I'm talking about. There's this mega church in the UK where the pastor's like this and that.
Oh my days.
There was a rapper that used to go to that church. Well, the rapper was on the BBC.
Should I say it? Is it FDLS?
FDLS? I don't think so. Let me check. Basically,
African man. Nigerian, I think he is.
Wait, the pastor or the rapper?
The pastor.
I think so. And I think
they recently changed their name to avoid all that.
FDLS.
I think, unless the FDLS is Mormon, I think I might be getting this mixed up.
Okay. But the rapper that attended there was on a BBC Three programme speaking about how, he's left the gang life for the church to be Christian, and it was aired. And then 3 to 5 years after, that very same rapper was arrested for kidnapping, torture, involvement in county lines and all sorts, and he was jailed.
This is reminding me of Hillsong now. Hillsong Church is an Australian founded church all around the world. They specialise in music. Oh Lord. One of the things, in the Bible it says the devil can control, manipulate humans is through music. Piper. Do you know what I mean? Control the way you feel, how you think, and all of that stuff. Even scientists, governments, advertisements, they will do it. Artists, we can do it too. But it's like sex crimes, rape, like money laundering, kidnapping, abuse. Like Justin Bieber was the face of it at one point. I remember when he had that boy fling with that fucking pastor, and they're always together hugging up, and he's got his shirt off, and that's like he was bringing Justin to Jesus. How? By doing that. But good luck to you both, type thing.
Young Diz is the rapper I'm talking about.
Oh no.
I'm gonna find out what his church was, what church he went to. But I think you're likely to be right. Because
the devil will use scripture itself to distract you and stuff. So disguise himself as an angel of light, even, which is like all of that spiritual light work stuff. Plays a part into all of that. But I just think it's so pervasive. It's so blatant. That's how you know, when God just really just wants to keep your eyes open. Sometimes he'll keep your life like a little bit struggle. So you know what I mean? Just so you're hyper focused type thing. Yeah. So my eyes are wide open to that stuff, so I can not fall into it now.
SPAC Nation. That's the church. SPAC Nation.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think hundreds of thousands of pounds attends that church every Sunday or every service that they have.
Yeah, and I think he was evangelizing to young guys, getting them into houses, to move into houses together as and go to church every day as this kind of build you up type thing. But apparently all sorts of bad stuff was happening and money was misappropriated, and he was just lying about it. It's so easy for someone to feign godliness. If you see a Christian who's a little bit rough around the edges and that, I'd be just a little bit all right. Because when they're so perfect and pristine, and honestly, you would believe they have really defeated a lot of the sin issues or confusion in their life or whatever, it's most likely an act. No one's perfect. Do you know what I mean? It's not our job to even as a Christian to do anything but try, because God's meant to actually do the job for us. We're meant to just let go. But anyway, it's more about that. It's just very pervasive, man. And as a new Christian, for me, years ago, so damaging. It could just fool you into thinking something completely different. Yeah, very damaging. I don't know how people are going to take this on, but hey.
They're going to have to take it. Take it.
And I'm not perfect either, guys, but guess what? I repent and keep moving forward. So that's what you can do.
You got to keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. But other than that, anything else that we've got? Don't we need to inform people?
You'll be hearing from us next week. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Last show, and then we'll probably have some surprises, probably. But we're going to love you and leave you guys, and join us for our season 3 finale next week. We'll see you then.